Hello, toy fans, and welcome back to 13 Days of Halloween! That's right, toy fans, D21 Beast Rob here, back with another Halloween review for you guys today. We took a look at a Hobgoblin yesterday in the Ghost Rider Lego set. A Lego set I'm actually giving away as part of my 13 Days of Halloween contest. If you don't know what I'm talking about, definitely check the link in the video description below, where I explain the rules and what's going on, and most importantly, how you can win. But keeping with the theme of Hobgoblins, today we are taking a look at the Axis 2-pack, featuring Heroic Carnage and Heroic Hobgoblin from the Axis storyline in Marvel Comics. Now, while Axis was a bit of a divisive story for comic book fans, there's no denying the enjoyment you'd get out of reading Carnage and Hobgoblin's special miniseries. Each one dealt with a Spider-Man villain trying to turn over a new leaf. Poor Carnage had trouble in his miniseries trying to make it through the day without accidentally killing somebody, and good old Hobgoblin turned his heroic escapades into the ultimate merchandising scheme. Both stories are a lot of fun and I highly recommend that you check them out. But we're not here to talk comics, mostly. And as you can see, we do have the familiar Minimates boxed packaging with the Axis logo in the upper left in this case, a window that does show the minifigures inside as well as their accessories, and of course each figure inside the package is pictured on the lower left and the lower right. Flipping this package around, we do have a complete lineup of all the Minimates available in the Axis wave. Now, I've already done reviews for the Red Onslaught and Captain America 2-pack, as well as the Superior Iron Man and Apocalypse 2-pack. Then in the lower left there's a bio for Heroic Carnage, and in the lower right, we've got a bio for Heroic Hobgoblin. Alright, Spook fans, that's the packaging. Let's say we get these bumbling saviors out of the box and see what they're all about. Wow, toy fans, these are some incredible Minimates. I'll be honest up front and say I do enjoy the Hobgoblin Minimate more than I enjoy the Carnage Minimate, but there's a lot to love about both of these minifigures. The expression on that Hobgoblin Minimate is pitch perfect. The piercing red eyes, and that awesome devilish smile. The torso of the minifigure appropriately looks like orange fabric that's been loosely draped over a somewhat muscular body. There's clean paint for the belt, and the scales. There are excellent scales painted on the legs of this Hobgoblin figure and on his arms. I also really enjoyed the metallic blue plastic that the arms and legs have been molded out of. The overall look is quite eye-catching, and when you throw in the metallic purple glider that this Hobgoblin has, well, for me, he seems like he jumped off the screen of Spider-Man the Animated Series from the 90s, and I absolutely love that about this figure. Carnage, on the other hand, has a bit more of a detailed, complicated paint design. There's all sorts of tendrils coming off the shoulders and the hands, and even a tendril collar around the neck of this minifigure. The sculpt for the Carnage Minimate largely seems to be reused from that Luke's Toy Store exclusive Spider-Man Deadly Foes box set from a number of years back. But the paint design on this Carnage figure definitely evokes the art style of artist Clayton Crane. And in case you've forgotten about New Avengers Breakout, this minifigure does remind us that Cletus Cassidy now walks around on a pair of prosthetic legs. The accessories for these Minimates are pretty impressive. Carnage actually comes with an interchangeable Cletus Cassidy head. You can see it does have the symbiote sort of pulled back, and you can see his maniacal smile as well as his eye here on the left hand side. And there's hair that is removable, but they've also painted some red on the back side of the hair to kind of suggest the tendrils are growing up the back of Cletus Cassidy's head. I kind of like that accessory, but I still think I prefer the standard head on the minifigure. Hobgoblin, on the other hand, is fully loaded. He has an interchangeable hand, just a standard gloved hand. He has the pumpkin bomb hand that we've seen with the Green Goblin Minimate we looked at last year at this time, which is a nice touch. He's got a nice cape that's actually got some tattered detail at the back of it, and a satchel that's actually separate from the minifigure as well. We already talked about the Goblin glider, but he has a smoke trail that's sculpted very nicely, and again, this is just like we saw with Green Goblin in the past. But then he has these accessories that are specific to the Axis comic book story. We have a minion torso, has that Got a Problem Call Hobgoblin t-shirt, which is awesome. I do wish the Hobgoblin name was a little bit higher on the shirt. It's kind of cutting off right at the waist, and that's not exactly comic book accurate. But placing this torso and head on Hobgoblin's body and switching the arms out does create a pretty cool looking Hobgoblin minion, and kind of makes me wish I would have bought two of these 2-packs. Lastly, Hobgoblin is also coming with his tell-all novel, Hobnobbin. Love that title. And then on the side you can see the pages have actually been painted white. The accessory itself is a bit large for a Minimate hand and will stretch the hand out if you leave it in there too long. But still, a fun accessory, and a nice nod to the actual comic book story that this particular Hobgoblin comes from. And just for fun, here we have the Minimates Hobgoblin figure compared to the Lego Hobgoblin figure we just looked at yesterday. And here we have Carnage and Hobgoblin compared to the average-heighted Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Wolverine Minimate figure.
Time for your contest question, bub. Of the three of us that you see right here, which of us have been lucky enough to be voiced by Star Wars actor Mark Hamill? And no looking it up either. You're entered into the 13 days contest either way, so have fun with this.
Alright, ToyFans, well that's my review of the Axis Wave Minimates Hobgoblin and Carnage figures released by Art Asylum and Diamond Select. Overall, short and simple, buy this 2-pack. This is only the second incarnation of a Hobgoblin Minimate we've ever received, and it is phenomenal. And the Carnage isn't too bad either. You're going to get a couple of minifigures from a really fun story, who also happen to have some great accessories. And it doesn't hurt that this box set is a nice way to fill out your Spider-Man villain collection. So definitely check it out. Well, thanks for watching this review, ToyFans. You can always keep up with me on Twitter and Instagram at D21Beast. And I'll be back tomorrow. Want a second shot at some more prizes? Head on over to Disney Dan's channel, check out the video you see below, and leave a comment. Let Disney Dan know what part of his LEGO Dimensions Ghostbusters cutscene supercut you found the funniest. And good luck!